Hi, I'm Tim Davis, and I'm an author and illustrator. Probably what I'm best known for is illustrating for Highlights magazine, doing hidden pictures. And I did them for over 20 years to the point where I ended up doing more hidden pictures than anyone else had ever done for the magazine. I'm currently teaching creative writing to adults with my co-teacher, Melinda Long. Some of you might know who she is. She did used to work with the Smart Arts program and was a teacher in Greenville County for several years. She ended up writing some books about pirates and since then has been a full-time author. So over the years, we've been able to come up with several tips for creative writing, specifically for adult authors. But I've used some of those, just like worked them to the right level for kids. So I do teach creative writing to kids when I come into classrooms. One of the books that I talk about in my presentation is one that I wrote a couple years ago called The Island Rule. And this is kind of my springboard of the island here teaches a lot about environmental science. We talk about the creatures. There's also a lot of music in it. So if you're into singing or want to come up with some tunes for my words, I'd appreciate that. But this is a good springboard also for hidden pictures and for building a story. So we get into that in the presentations. But it's kind of neat that just this week, my newest book came out, and that is Morts Circle, which is a book about mushrooms. This is the third in this series. So if you are interested in teaching about mushrooms, got lots of material for that, and would love to include that at least as a part of the unit. One of the things that I would say is a tip for teaching artists is to be sure to allow your presentations to have a personal element to them. It's really not just about the material that you're presenting, although it certainly is an important part and it should definitely be integrated with curriculum. But what you want also to do is have them be able to make a connection with you as an artist. And I think that personal connection really makes a big impact on kids, especially younger kids. Through the years, I've been able to see that play out. And as some of these kids have written me letters, some of them got to meet me later. And because they enjoyed my stories, my presentation, the artwork I do, they feel like they have a connection with me. And when I can come into the classroom, that really solidifies a connection, a personal connection. So I got to meet the author of this book. He told me how to write. I get to meet the guy who does hidden pictures for highlights. He showed me how to do a hidden picture. And that's part of what I'm trying to do is make it seem very accessible to them. I like to present something about what I did as a child, how I envisioned working for magazines, how I like to do puzzles and things like that. And I created my own stories. So when I do that, what my goal is, it's not just like, it's not just all about me. It's really just to say to them that I was your age once. I had visions or dreams of doing the very things that we're going to do in class. And where would it go? It might go to being an illustrator or an author, which is something I've been privileged to do. So I guess my tip for the teaching artists is make it personal and make yourself accessible that way. And I think by doing that, the material seems more accessible to them because they know who you are. They know kind of a little bit like maybe what you did as a kid and how you desired to do this, if that's true of you. And then from there, they can kind of think, I think I could do that too. Mr. Davis did it, so maybe I can do it too.